Look at it. Come on. Yep. Yes. Yes. Look at that. It's hard to believe. That is the moon. That's full moon. Last night. I'm out this morning and it's incredible how bright that is. Twilight's probably still 40 minutes away. Well, twilight is still probably about 45 minutes away, as I said, and out on Copeton early. I've just finished a few days of charters, so now it's time for me to catch a cod, hopefully. Investigating some areas I've never fished before, just different parts of the lake, because it's pointless fishing areas that I know. It'll be interesting this morning what I can find. I've already seen one cod earlier, but sort of too early still. But you gotta explore, and if I can find some bait or find some cod in an area, I know that they'll be feeding at twilight or dawn, first light, whatever you want to call it, and so that's the plan, so we can find before then. Oh my god! Oh my! There's first light, and so far I haven't seen any bait pop in any of the few areas I've been, and no cod yet either, obviously, but bait is super important, and where I've been catching them, there's been plenty of bait already by this time, so might be a new area to try soon, I think. Look at that though. Just want to follow me. Sneaking along underneath. Oh, he's not keen. The size of this thing. One on me. Oh, chicken down as well. Oh, he's still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Oh my god. Insane. Bottom screen. Come on. Yep. Yes. Yes. Oh yes. I don't know how big it is. He's got it engulfed because I can hear the leader. It's not. Oh, here's a nice one. Here's a nice one. What are you doing on the surface, buddy? Look at that. Yes. Oh. Oh. Wants to fight. Huh. How good. Wow. So cool. Epic fish. Look at that. That's exactly how you want that hook to work. Get him in the corner. Beautiful hook up. Look at that. Beautiful sunrise. Murray Cod. So just show you guys, this was the, so I caught it on the Tench 22 Mikado paddle. Look, yeah, black tap paddle is what they love, but this hook that I'm using is from Mikado as well. So that's a 3.0. You can tell it has UV on it, which looks pretty cool, but what's most important is those spikes on the back there. That's what holds it in the belly of your plastic. Because there's no barb on those spikes, it doesn't wreck your plastic when it comes out. But now, I have a treble hook, pinned nice and tidy. Has a bit of UV for attention from the cod looking from underneath. Remember how they're under like this all the time? And all 3 points are exposed. Better hook up. Nice fella. 88ish, just under 90. Let's go. You ready, mate? Whoa. You're gonna be able to see it. These pair of rat bags. Bit early for that sort of action, isn't it, mate? Only in Australia, eh? There's multiple cod everywhere here for a minute, but seems like the commotion of that little fella, or the fact that the sun's pretty much up, was enough to move them along, I think. Maybe. It's an absolute giant up behind me, and just chased me, but this GoPro went flat, so I'm going to try and turn around and just use this GoPro until I do what I'm doing. Just didn't commit as I do, so I think that's five maybe. Pretty good chaser, so it's a good spot. That time of the day. Rocky. Oh, coffee. Huh. There's a sneaky cod out there outside of me. Looks like he's running away now. Boat aware, maybe. Some very boat aware cod at the moment. This one out there I just spotted, and he's running away straight away. That was by far one of the biggest ones I've seen this morning, and possibly my screen's on 30 meters. Probably the biggest, or possibly the biggest one I've seen since I've been here. And he swam at it as if he was going to eat it, and then I felt like my line sort of go limp as he's swimming away. So I don't know if it's the back eddy pressure of him swimming away, or he half inhaled it and didn't eat it, or my heart is still up. Oh. crazy. Look at the size of this thing. They're 5 meter squares. That last bit is his tail. That's crazy. Oh, he's going to meet the other one. Wow. I don't know if you can see it in the video. I try and zoom in with my whole rod when he peeled off. The eddy from the fish is on my rod. He just flew up, looked at it, and then went. Time to go home. Well, I'm gonna head back and have to come out this evening. I wasn't going to, but I will now. So this guy had the most follows today. Trout torment tail. But this guy was the only one to get a bite for me today. So that's the 22 Mikado Tench, half ounce head, and the UV stinger. See what the afternoon holds. Just literally thinking to myself, because that was pretty much a blind cast. What happened to back in the day when I blind cast a bank and they'd hit me on the drop when I wasn't ready? And he hit me. Must be a 90s model or something. So big hit and so much action. Yep. Comes on the rainbow gill. Angry. Best fighting cod I've ever caught, I think. Chill out. Chill out, chill out, chill out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chill out. Chill out, chill out, chill out. There you go, there you go, there you go. How good's that, eh? Nice little chunk. Start the day. He's, I'll check him in a second, but he'll be in the 80s. Beautiful fish. So good. Heavy. Solid. Good fight. That's crazy. Hey, buddy. Well, as you probably worked out, we might not have actually because it's dark. It's morning. I'm back out for the second morning, and went out last night only for like dusk, and I think 7:30 I finished or something, and unfortunately forgot on my GoPros, but I can show you what I caught. That's right, 0. Can't catch them every day. I had probably 10 minutes where they showed up right on moonrise, and had one race me flat out vertical and just pulled out. Don't know if it could see me or just wasn't in the mood, but that's fishing, eh? Plenty of active bait around this morning everywhere, which is awesome. I ended up in this bay late yesterday. Saw some, but they weren't in the mood. It's too late in the morning, so I was hoping this morning was a different story. And I've already got a bite, so to start. He's on it. Oh. Chickened out the big fella. Show him something different. Yes, yes, yes. This is on the jerk fly. Yes. Oh, that lined up so good. That lined up so good with him. Look at you. Oh, look at you. Oh, that's sick. You gotta take the small wins when you can get them. Look at that. Beautiful. Very rookie mistake now. I don't know how to fix it. Did it. Somehow did it. Well, that's a terrible mistake to make. Another just nice size one. My rod's all tangled up here. On the jerk fight, that's a 30 centimetre lure. I'm shaking because of the whole net problem. These are bigger than the last one, so that's cool. Didn't fight half as hard, but that's sick. So good. See you, buddy. that was all's well that ends well, they say. Just pin my gloves back on. Yeah, that was a circus. I haven't hooked a cod on the net ever. Jake showed me one that he messed up a couple of weeks ago. Absolute giant that did similar thing. Headbutt the net, left one hook in the net. But that is cool. That's I think I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, I might have mentioned it on before, but that's what I love about cod fishing, you know. Throwing random, weird, cool baits. That's a 30 centimetre, called a jerk fly, like a basically a lure that's a fly that you can cast with your rod. And that's why I love cod fishing so much. Instead of just I put my plastic on a jig head, but here I put it on a swim jig and I add pimp hooks and do all sorts of stuff. Or I run my bait sanity gills and I pimp the silencer pads, I pimp the tail. It's just all the fun. See all that? That is all bait fish. And that is why there's so many cod hanging around on this bank. That is awesome. That's what you want to see. I think I'll give the paddle tail a go now. See if I can't get the trifecta. A bit greedy, wanting another fish, but that's fisherman. That time of the day, I think. Have a brekkie roll, whatever you want to call it. Life coffee. Check out that up there. A couple of deer. I'm not sure what this guy is doing. Anyway, guess I'm not fishing this bay. I think I touched on this yesterday, but I'm trying all different spots because I have a charter here tomorrow in the morning. So I'm sort of not going where I know they were and where I've been catching them on the past few charters. So I just pulled up at another new spot. Well, I'm in. Sorry, a lot of bait there. New spot as in new this trip, but I've caught fish in these locations before. But just exploring. I'm not real sure because I just saw fish at the last spot, so there could be fish here, but the fish left the first spot where I was catching them, so you never know. Just because I don't catch them on this spot now, and there's heaps of bait, doesn't mean they wouldn't be here first thing in the morning. There was some like proper fish in that bay. I won't say giants, but pretty big. But I guess thanks to our little mate in the tinny, whether he was lost or purposely being an idiot, I'd say they're a bit on edge because they wouldn't let me get a lure anywhere near them. It's also sort of a bit late in the morning. Should have moonset very soon, so they shouldn't be too bad, but I'll find a spot that hasn't been driven through with a petrol motor. Most likely speak on this. Look at it. This guy will most likely spook because he is on the surface, but you never know. He's licking it. He's licking it. He licked it. And I missed it. Well, if you're still watching, I'll thank you in advance because you're the reason that I do this video. So thank you for staying tuned in. It's been an interesting couple of mornings. Like I said, fishing different areas, but having some results, which was cool. So yesterday morning, you would have noticed I got them on 22 Mikado Jaws Tench. And then this morning I switch out baits. Well, I'll explain that in a second. But run through different baits, and I wanted to get the trifecta in the end, and this guy missed him. So I'll run through the baits. So that, as I said, is a 22 Mikado Jaws Tench on a swim jig. These are Mikado hooks. They just push in, don't damage your plastic, and all 3 treble points are still there, ready to hook up the fish. Bait number 2, getting the first bite of the morning. Most of you that follow me will know what this is already. This last year absolutely wrecked them. Rainbow trout, Bait Sanity Explorer gill. Looks very much like the bobby cod in here, and very similar size. What I've done to this one is put the red silencer pad, so when it's flashing or when it's swimming, sort of creates a bit of a flash for an injured fish. And then that's the torment tail, one of my favourites for impoundments. So I've just been running 3/8 tungsten chin weight. It's actually one of my personal ones. Got them coated matte black so they don't stand out, and also doesn't damage my Explorer gill as much, but he's got the hiding anyway, this fella. Bait number 3 is what they call a jerk fly. So this is basically a fly with big resin head, big eyes, which I like eyes for getting the attention of the cod when they get onto it. But it's basically a fly that you can fish on conventional tackle. So again, fishing that with my tungsten chin weights. That one is only a quarter, but that was the lure to get the second bite for me of the trifecta. What I like to do, especially with live sonar, if you get a follow and he doesn't commit and you think he hasn't seen the boat, is try something else on him just to see whether he will eat it or not. Sometimes it works, sometimes they run for the hills because they may or may not have already seen the boat. That's why they didn't eat it. But it's starting to rain again. I thought it was gone, so I best get off the water. But I have 3 more charters, and then I should be able to play around in the lake by myself where I want to fish. So that will be fun. But in the meantime, thanks as always for tuning in. Much appreciated. I'll see you all in the next one.